Okay, so let me please check. All right, so remember that on a previous class, we were, oh no, this is not it. You are in A11 already, right?
Yes.
Yes, you are 100% true. All right, this is it. Great. So the last thing we saw was the causative verbs, right?
Yes.
Or no? Yes, right?
No. No. We were in the phrasal verbs, I think.
Oh, yes,
No. In the
phrasal.
second conditional.
Second
Yes. We
conditional.
finished the phrasal verbs with come, and then we started doing the grammar in second conditional.
Yes, you're right. A11 then. Okay. All right. Well, let's see here. So we were reviewing on the first conditional. Yes, this is what we did. And we were in unit 2. We review the phrases with keep, right?
Mm-hmm.
Grammar, simple past tense.
Phrases with come.
First conditional. No, we are confused here because you are in A12. Oh my goodness, what is going on? I have so many students now that I am. You are in A12, Anita.
In
This is it.
A12.
Yes, you are in A12.
I thought I was in A11. Yes, that one.
Here we are. Yes, you are in
Mm-hmm.
A12. And
I
well, we did
we already
this.
did. Yes.
Mhm. All of the
Mm,
phrasal verbs,
yeah.
and we began with the grammar of the
Yes.
second
Condition.
conditional. Yes, we are here. All right, so let's please continue. Well, on our previous class, we were reviewing about the second conditional, and did we do both of the practices?
Mm, yes, we did.
Wonderful. So
Mhm.
yes, we were in the conversation practice, right?
Yes.
All right, let's please begin with this conversation practice. So, what would you do if you could travel back in time?
If I could travel back in time, I would mm, work more, like in order to earn some money and spend them in learning new things.
Wow, that's very nice. So you will invest in your education.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's very nice. Okay. What would you do if you saw a ghost?
I have already seen a ghost like in the hospital. I don't know
Really?
if it was a ghost or not, but I saw someone running like very fast, and I
Oh,
was like,
wow.
"Oh my God, what is that?" And one of my friends said, "Oh, it's a kid, something like that." He said that to me.
Oh, wow. Like a paranormal. thing.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And how did you feel at that moment?
Mm, I was a little surprised because I have never seen something like that, but like it's normal. I was
Wow.
not scared. I was just surprised.
Wow, that must be shocking, right?
Yes. I thought I was like, crazy because but one of my friends, like I told you, said like it was a kid that died before. One of my friends sees a lot of ghosts, so he knows like this type of things that happen in the hospital. So he told me about that.
Wow. Well, yes, I believe that they exist, no? But
Yeah.
I I haven't seen one, but I felt one once.
Mm.
Yes, that's
Where
weird,
in your
no?
house?
No, it was when I traveled to La Paz, I was like I was going to make a connection really early the
Mm-hmm.
next day, so I stayed in La Paz for the night. For but they
Mm-hmm.
were yeah, for the night. And I was in a hotel, and when I was sleeping, I was alone, of course, and my friends were in other rooms.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was around, I don't know, maybe 3:30 a.m. when it was very very dark, that I
Mm-hmm.
felt the bed that was like, when someone lays on your bed and you feel that the bed is kind of like going down.
I no no.
Yes, but I
Yes,
felt
I.
that the person was like walking maybe. And then my body was like moving towards the position. I was like, oh my goodness, what is this? And well, what I didn't want it to open my eyes. So I grabbed my phone and I just turned on the lights. I
Oh
grabbed my
my.
phone and yeah.
Uh,
So,
no.
and then I didn't sleep. I
Obviously,
turned on
like.
the lights and
Mm-hmm.
I was just there.
Oh my. No no.
Yes. And ever since then, like whenever I go to this hotel, I
Mm-hmm.
don't like, I try to avoid this room. Yeah. Because after that, I went there for 2 or 3 times more at the same place, at the same hotel. So I try to avoid. I remember
Oh,
always.
if I were you, I would never go there again.
Yeah, right. That's what my parents said. But these 2 times that I went with my friends. So I was not alone. I was with someone else. So with my friend in the same room. So I was like, okay, nothing will happen to me this time. Yes, but it happens now. It's like you never know what you can see
Yes,
or, I don't
that's
know,
true.
feel. All right. So, what would you do if you were the richest person alive?
Ooh. If I were the richest person alive, I would invest my money in something or someone. So because you know that money, you can like you waste money. How can I say this? Like, money doesn't like doesn't stay with you for a long period of time. So in order to still be the richest person, I need to invest that money. I think.
Okay, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, of course, if you want to keep yourself being rich, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right, nice. And what would you do if you had a pet dinosaur?
Oh. If I had a pet dinosaur, I would probably raise him or her. I don't know the way that I raise like my my dogs, like one of my animals that I have in my house. It will be a little bit strange, but yes,
That's nice.
a
And yes,
pet
no?
dinosaur.
Dinosaur, imagine. But now they say that they are like Chinese, you know how are Chinese people and their inventions,
Ah, yes.
and that they are from a DNA that they found in a frozen dinosaur. They were like, I think it was frozen or something, but they got the DNA. And so they're building, no? They're
Mm-hmm.
creating cloning and everything. So they said that they have
Oh,
dinosaurs already.
really?
Yes, and the richest people are already buying these dinosaurs, these samples.
Oh,
Hmm.
I don't
So,
know what happened in the world, especially those people that are so rich that they don't know what to do with their money.
yes, right?
Mm-hmm.
They should invest in poverty, in education on countries that are underdeveloped.
Yes, that will be perfect, but they don't. Well, not all of them, but yes.
All right. And what would you do if you had a 3D printer?
Oh, if I had a 3D printer, oh my, I don't know. I once read that you can use this 3D printer to make, how can I say this? Mm, mis, como que manos,
Hands?
no, pero esas artificiales que se pueden colocar. I once
Pro-
read an
oh,
article about that they are using this printer to make some parts of the body to people that don't have. So
yes,
maybe one.
prosthetics. Mm-hmm.
Yes, that word, that word.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes, maybe I would do that if I had the chance.
Oh, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
And where would you go if you could travel anywhere?
Well, if I could travel anywhere, I would go one day to one country, no, to one country, and then the other day to another country, and then until I know every single city that it's around the world.
Wow, that's very interesting. So you wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
stay with one, you will go to all of them.
Yes, because I
Amazing.
don't have to pay for the ticket of the plane, so
Hmm.
it
That's
will be cheap.
amazing. That's nice. What would you do if you could fly like a bird?
If I could fly like a bird, I would have fun. It would be good. For example, if I could travel anywhere, maybe I could go flying. Who knows? And I could see the everything, like the scene. Hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that way you wouldn't need a plane.
Yes, and I will save money also.
Of course. All right. What would you do if you forgot your own name?
Um, if I forgot my own name, I would probably buy a necklace and write
Mhm.
my name on it. So
Nice.
once I get up, I could see my necklace and see my name. So in that way, I would remember it.
Nice. And
Mhm.
what would you do if spiders could fly?
Oh my. I probably, well, I don't hate spiders, but they are kind of disgusting. So I don't know. This weird question.
Mhm.
Mm, oh no, I don't know, miss. If spiders could fly, um, I don't have idea. What will I
All
do?
all right. And what would you do if it rained every day?
Oh no, that would be a disaster, especially here in Santa Cruz. Oh no, but probably if it rained every single day here in Santa Cruz, I would probably move to another city. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yes.
So it's really difficult when it rains, huh?
Yes.
All right. Let's move on. Well, the next thing you are going to learn in this unit, you're going to review it's the use of the past perfect continuous. And as you know, whenever we are talking about a continuous tense, we're talking about the verb in the ing form, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see the usage and then the examples. Well, when do we use the past perfect continuous? We use it to describe the past action already started and continued up to another action or time in the past. Example. Can you read please the examples?
Ah, yeah, yeah, of course. The boys had been playing soccer for about an hour when it started to rain.
Great. The next one. Well, we use the past perfect continuous also to express the duration before something in the past. Let's see, please, the example.
Okay. Richard needed a holiday because he had been working hard for 6 months.
Yes. And last but not least, to describe the cause of something in the past.
He was tired because he had been jogging.
Wonderful. And well, let's review on the grammar structure. Whenever we want to make affirmative examples using the past perfect continuous, we need to have a subject followed by the auxiliary had and the word been and the verb in the ing form. Past perfect continuous. So subject, had, been, and the verb in the ing form. For example, they had been playing tennis. Negative example, the negative of had not is hadn't in the abbreviation form, and you can use either of them. Had not or hadn't is the same. They hadn't been playing tennis. And well, for questions, we need to put the auxiliary before the subject. Had they been playing tennis? Yes, they had. No, they hadn't. Okay, this is the past perfect continuous. And well, I don't know if you have any doubts or questions maybe about the structure.
No, miss, not really.
Okay, all right. Then I think we
Mm-hmm.
can move on with the
It's because
practices.
this is the same as the present perfect continuous.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Similar, no? We just have to
Mm-hmm.
follow the structure, nothing else.
Yes.
Very good. Please, let's work on this practice first. And when you finish, you will do this second one, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Miss, I finished.
All right, very good. And how did you do on these two practices?
Mm, well, the first I did the live worksheet first, and I got 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Also in Kahoot, there are some questions that are in Portuguese, Miss.
Really?
Yes.
Let me check on it. I will check on it, okay?
Okay. I already did that, and it was good. I only got like one mistake. Yes, one mistake. I know a little bit of Portuguese, so I understand.
All right. Well, thank you very much. And well, I'm so sorry. Maybe I got in the wrong link. I'm so sorry. But you also saw some questions using the, I will mark it, using the past perfect continuous, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's nice. Okay. Let's please move forward. Well, the next thing you're going to review on this unit is the use of should have plus the past participle for giving advices and expressing regrets. Well, this is another way of using the modal verbs, okay, with the past participle form. And here we have the use, the explanation. Well, should have. You use should have plus the past participle when you mean something in the past. Okay, this is very important. Was a good idea, but you didn't do it. So when something related to the past was a good idea, but you didn't do it. Examples. I failed the test. I should have studied harder. Alice was late for class. She should have gotten up earlier, but she didn't. No? That's why she
Mm-hmm.
was late. Shouldn't have, the negative. We use shouldn't have plus the past participle when you mean something in the past wasn't a good idea, but you did it anyways. Please, could you read both of the examples?
Yes. I fell off my bicycle. I shouldn't have been so careless. The dog bit Henry. He shouldn't have kicked the dog.
Correct. All right, so this is basically the use of should have plus the past participle. All right, so you see here
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't have and then the past participle, should have and the past participle. All right, and this is the use. And here we have two examples. Could you read please the two examples here?
Okay. We got lost in Paris. We should have taken a map. My uncle is in jail. He shouldn't have robbed I can see a bank.
Very
Or what
good.
is it?
Yes, a bank.
Mhm.
All right, so this is the use of should have plus the past participle, no, in the affirmative and negative form. So do you have any doubts or questions maybe about this?
Mm, can we use another how it's model verb? No. Instead of should, can we use another like kind of structure like ought to, have to, must, or no?
Must have, yes, of course.
Ah,
Mhm. Yes, you may.
okay. Okay, miss. Mm-hmm.
No doubts or questions about this?
Mm-mm. Should have past participle. Should. I will. Oh, well. I'm already writing in my notebook. So
Okay, very good.
mhm, I will take a picture. Also.
Yes, yes, sure, go ahead, no problem.
Okay.
Nice. Let's move forward. Well, here, no examples with should have and shouldn't have. Here we have extra examples. I should have studied harder. That means that I didn't study very hard, so I failed the exam. I'm sorry about this now, so I'm regretting, no?
Mm-hmm.
I should have gone to bed early. I didn't go to bed early and now I'm tired. This is the conclusion. Here, please, can you read the other examples?
Yes, I shouldn't have eaten so much cake. I did eat a lot of cake and now I don't feel good.
Mhm.
You should have called me when you arrived. You didn't call me and I was worried. I wish that you had called me. John should have left early, then he wouldn't have missed the plane. But he didn't leave early, so he did miss the plane. His plane should have arrived by now. If everything is fine, the plane has arrived. And finally, John should have finished work by now. If everything is normal, John has finished work.
Perfect. Yes. All right, let's please move on. And well, here we have some examples, the same way were you saw here before,
Mhm.
right? Please, can you complete these statements using should have or shouldn't have?
Okay,
When you finish, you can complete here if you want, right on the screen, no problem.
how can I do that, Miss?
You have to turn on the function annotate in Zoom. You know we have three dots. Hay tres puntitos, ¿no? En las aplicaciones,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
el lapicito.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you want, you can also, oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Yes, it's amazing.
Okay. Mhm.
Great. Let's please read on these sentences,
Okay.
please.
Okay. The flowers died. I should have watered them more often.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Okay. I'm really hungry. I should have eaten a bigger breakfast.
correct,
I fell into the water. I should have been more careful.
correct,
John's father got angry. John shouldn't have told him a lie.
correct.
I'm broke. I shouldn't have bought a new car last week.
Mm-hmm.
This hotel is terrible. I should have stayed at another one.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting cold. We should have brought our jackets. The movie was boring. We shouldn't have watched it. I don't like geography. I should have studied math. The kitchen is a mess. Steve should have cleaned it. Tommy isn't happy. I shouldn't have laughed at him. It's too cold in here. You shouldn't have opened the window. Chocolate is better. I shouldn't have chosen strawberry.
Great, excellent. That's amazing. And I can see that you really, really know the verbs in the past participle form, which is great. That's nice. All right, well, let's please continue. Here we have a practice. Well, we're going to do the practice in Kahoot, okay?
Okay,
All right, there you go. Please work on this practice.
okay. Miss, I finished.
All right, and how did you do on this practice?
It was good. I just got one mistake.
That's amazing.
Mhm.
All right, well, let's please continue. I think with the two practices is enough, I think. If you want to do this practice also, you can, no problem, okay? I can send you the link
Okay.
later on, no problem. Well, here we have a conversation about you, which should have. Well, here, these are statements, and you have to complete them with should have, okay? You failed your English test last week.
Okay. I should have studied more.
All right. You fell off your bicycle and hurt your leg a few days ago.
I should have been more careful about the roads.
Mhm. You got lost on your trip to London last summer.
I should have seen the map correctly.
All
Or
right.
maybe I should have asked someone.
Okay. You were late for your English class on Friday.
Mm, I should have been early.
All right.
I should
Ye-
have called the teacher and tell her the reason why I didn't, why I wasn't on time.
all right. You wanted to buy lunch, but you didn't have enough money.
Mm. I should have made lunch in my house because I have all the ingredients in my house, so that will be cheaper.
Mm-hmm. All right. Here. You dropped a cup and it broke.
I should have been more careful. Definitely.
Mhm.
I'm like that.
It happens, no?
Yes, it happens.
All right. You forgot your sister's birthday and she got very angry.
Mm. I should have put an alarm on my cell phone in order to remember the birthday of my sister.
Mhm. Thanks God we have Facebook, right?
Yes. That's correct because I'm the type of person who always forget birthdays.
Oh, it happens. It happens. And especially when you're working and you're doing several activities, you
Mm-hmm.
can forget. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You ate too much ice cream last night and didn't feel well.
I shouldn't have eaten too much ice cream.
All right. Very good. So after this conversation practice, maybe is there a doubt or a question about should have, the use of should have?
Mm, not really, Miss. I understood those like questions and everything. So
Perfect.
yes. Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay, and well, with this, we finish unit number 2 so fast.
Oh,
This is it. This is all that you're going to see on unit 2. Second conditional. past perfect continuous. Past, yes, past perfect continuous, should have, and well, yeah, that's it.
That's that's all.
That's all. If you want, we
Mm-hmm.
can now do this practice just to
Ah, yeah.
remember, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Because this is it for the unit. And then we will begin with unit number 3. There you go.
Okay. Miss, I finished.
Wonderful. And how did you do on this practice?
Uh, it was the same as the previous one.
Mhm. All right.
Mhm.
Well, that's nice. Okay. Let's please move on to vocabulary in unit number 3. Well, what you're going to review here, it's basically finding the difference between figurative language and literal language. And well,
Mm,
here we have examples for us to understand better what is the difference. When we are talking about figurative language, let's see, reading this example. Please, can you read the example?
yes, a blanket of white covered the sleeping forest.
Correct.
She ran like a bullet.
Mm-hmm.
Grandma has a green thumb.
Yes. What does it this figurative language actually means? This is the literal language, please.
There was a lot of snow in the quiet forest.
Mm-hmm.
She is a fast runner. Grandma's garden is full of beautiful flowers.
Yes. And these are the meanings. So a blanket of white covered the sleeping forest is basically a lot of snow in the forest.
Mm-hmm.
Like a bullet is fast runner, and a green thumb is a garden full of beautiful flowers. So the figurative language is sometimes the way in which we can express using metaphors, antonyms, or any other words to make it sound more interesting, right? And the literal language is whenever we are describing something as it is. All right. So, is there a doubt or a question maybe that you may have about figurative language and literal language?
Mm, there are many questions, many sentences like this, right, Miss?
Yes, there are many.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm.
All right. So, something that we can say about figurative language is that they are using metaphors, no? And personification to describe something, often through comparison with something different. And the
I need.
literal language,
Mm-hmm.
it's basically, it means exactly what it says, no?
But with other words, like easy words.
Yes, exactly. No literal, as it is. Figurative is more elaborate,
Okay.
and they often represent exaggeration, no? Or imagination. All right. So, is there maybe a doubt or a question that you may have about this?
Mm,
Figurative
I,
language and literal language?
I need to practice, Miss.
Okay,
Yes,
yes.
that will
Mhm.
be better.
Don't worry. And here we
Mm-hmm.
are going to, well, this is something that we are going to do on our next class, but maybe you can try on the Kahoot.
Okay.
There you go. This practice. And on our next class, we are going to practice more. Okay?
Okay.
Don't you worry. As you know, for learning expressions, it's very important for us to practice.
Yes.
Practice, practice, practice.
Miss, I finished.
All right. And how did you do on this practice?
Mm, I got many mistakes, but at the end, I understand.
All right. Yes. Figurative language, no?
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry. We are going to practice more about this in
Yes.
detail. Okay?
Okay, okay,
So
Miss.
don't you worry. All right. Here I'm sharing with you the survey. Please, if you could vote.
Okay.
And we will continue. Thank you on Monday.
Okay, Miss.
All right. Thank you very much. And see you on Monday. Okay. I will be assigning you all the homework from Unit 2 as well as the quiz.
Okay, Miss.
All right.
Thank
Have a
you.
great weekend.
You too, Miss.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Miss.